Hello, 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 everyone. It is Jen here, and I'm going to do a reading, and it's pick a card reading because I think they're super fun. Um, and the question is, who is thinking about you? So if you're in quarantine and maybe single or just not dating someone enough that you would quarantine with them, whatever, it could be someone that you don't even know. Who's thinking about you and what are they thinking and what's going on with that, right? Okay, and I'm taping this on Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day. So we have the Arthurian Legend Tarot with an amethyst, the Thelema Tarot with this beautiful garnet my parents brought me back from Sedona, and the Mystic Dreamer Tarot with this gorgeous rough moonstone. So if you want to pause and pick a card, meditate, whatever. Okay, so let's get going. So I'm going to start with the amethyst and the Arthurian legend. So let's see if we can get an idea of the type of person this is to see if you can narrow it down. I mean, it could be someone you just never even really thought about that is thinking about you. I think a lot of people think it's super obvious that if you're into someone or crushing on someone, and I have to say, I don't think it is. I think to a lot of people, it is not obvious at all that you're into them. Okay, let's take these. Maybe I can put them this way. I don't know if you can see better or not. It's kind of glary. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? Ooh, the Nine of Cups. So what this is saying to me is that this is someone that you someone you wish would be thinking about you or be into you, that this is someone that you would hope. It may not even be someone recent. Maybe it's someone you crushed on in the past that it's kind of, you've sort of let go. It's not on your greatest hits reel right now, but it's someone that you definitely have wished in the past or wished they would be into you. Oh, that's nice. The wish card. Let's put that amethyst right there. What else do we have here? The World. Yeah, it's like this is someone that will come full circle. So I'm thinking that it is someone again from the past that you haven't thought about in a while. Maybe they moved away or you moved away, that somehow is circling back into your life for some reason. It could be someone. So what are the types of things? So it could be someone you went to school with, whether it was, elementary school, high school. I don't know exactly what they call the schools in different countries, but any sort of school, high school, university, college, some sort of training, someone you've worked with at some point. And again, this could be any job you've ever had. Someone that used to live in the same apartment building, you know what I mean? Someone like that you don't see anymore, not because you guys were ever really together and something happened. It was just like the world turning and one of you moved away or one of you, just something moved you apart just organically, just the way life does. Excuse me. The Five of Cups. So interesting. This is someone you really were pining over, like really crushing on. So I'm not seeing it that this was someone you were in a relationship with, but I think while you were pining over them or crushing, let's say crushing because pining makes it sound more negative, but someone you were crushing on, they were crushing on someone else. So it wasn't that you weren't of interest to them, but at that moment in time in their life, they were totally caught up on someone else. and and maybe they weren't available too. Maybe they were married at that time, or in a relationship at that time, but their focus, it wasn't that they weren't focused, like didn't want you, or were rejecting you, or made a decision like, no, I don't want them. They were just so focused on someone else. They just it didn't occur to them at that time, or it wasn't high on their list because of they were involved and caught up in something else in their own life. Oh, the Six of Swords. Yes, so it was someone who excuse me, moved away somehow. Could also be someone that maybe isn't from the country you're from, so a foreigner that yeah, just someone that lives abroad, or lives away, or came from another place. I guess it doesn't, when you're in a larger country like the U.S., it could be that they just lived on the other side of the country, or something further away. So the Six of Swords, to me, I feel that this person is a safe person. And what I mean is that when I do think you're going to connect, like your wish is going to come true when when we can start getting out and about again. But I feel like you maybe have had, or maybe they had been in toxic relationships. So it's going to be a very cautious reentry. Like, they're going to want to go really, really slowly. It's not a personal reflection of you. It's the story that they have created through their experiences that are very cautious about getting back into a relationship, because they felt they got burned, and weren't careful enough, and somehow, found themselves, this has happened, right? Happened to me a couple times, where it's like, how the did I get caught up with this person? How am I in this situation? It's just like, how did I allow this to happen? So maybe even though I don't have any, I would look for maybe pentacle cards, but this is the message I'm getting, like that it took a while for them to get away from a toxic situation, and they're a bit cautious getting back into it. But yes, it might have been someone who moved away as well, that is now moving back or coming back, or somehow that World card is bringing someone back around. And this time around, you will be in focus. It could be someone, especially when we're younger, we're so, and we are when we're older too, which I'm trying not to be. We're superficial. We care about what other people think more than what we think. And sometimes we get into relationships based on societal expectations of what makes someone a good catch, right? They're attractive. They have a good job. They have money. They have a good family. Whatever, all that bullshit, really. And they were just focused on something superficial, and really had to learn and it doesn't mean that you're not attractive or any of those things, but they were going for like the biggest fish, instead of realizing, wait, that's like, there's a whole lot more that goes into selecting a good person to be with, beyond whether or not they have a PhD, right? Okay. Ooh, I like that. So let's not forget that right on the top, group 1, you had the wish card. Might be a fire sign. We have the, ooh, wow. Okay, this is like passion. When this comes back around, this is the honeymoon card. This is like, whoa. And then, holy crap, we have the marriage card, the sun card. So this is maybe a, I always think of this as Leo. I'm not sure, but that's what just came to mind. And also a child. So this could be someone you have a family with if you're at that stage in your life. All right, so let's move on to pile number 2, which was the Thelema Tarot. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Oh God. Okay, I have the humor of a 12-year-old boy. We'll just say that. Okay, you're getting an extra card. Oh my God, Jennifer. I can't help it. I grew up with 2 older brothers. Okay, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Group number 2. That's better. Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be someone, if it's not specifically an earth sign, excuse me, a manager, someone who works from the home, it could be a manager in the workplace, it could be someone who gardens or does crafts, or someone who has something to do with organics, money. They could be in a business with finances, with home construction, anything to do with the home, and outside the home, landscaping, any sort of thing like that. So builder, landscaper, decorator, someone who works with appliances, painter, someone who works with things that decorate the home, landscaping, gardens, flowers, vegetables, sheep, wool, anything, chickens, anything like that. Yeah, and also finances, banking, accounting, loans, a lawyer that deals with, what do I want to say, wills and estates and all sorts of those types of people who help auction off estates when someone passes. If I get more, I'll say it. 7 of Swords. So this is someone that the meeting is going to, the way you've met them has been really peripherally. It isn't like, so it could be someone that's like an assistant to the person you're working with in one of these fields, or is more in the background, is not sort of is quieter, more in the background, more introverted, more grounded, sort of the person that doesn't get recognized as much, that really is the person that keeps the place going, right? The manager, the person that, it could be a Capricorn that crosses all the T's and dots all the I's and makes things look seamless because they're so organized and on top of things. I'm not reading the 7 Swords in a negative way. And you also have the marriage card, as did pile 1. This is someone that's solid. That's a foundation that you can build a relationship on. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to be really shy about it. So they could be someone you've known for a really, really long time. Could definitely, it does seem like it's someone at work or that you meet because you're at their place of business. So it doesn't have to be meeting them at your place of business. It could be meeting them, but when you meet them, it's you interact with them because of one of your work, where you work. Definitely could be a manager or a manager's assistant, an artist. Yeah, we keep coming back to that. Someone who paints, or an artist, a craftsman, could be a kitchen decorator, designer. Yep, so definitely a work person. Five of Swords. Maybe, we have the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. All I'm thinking is that maybe it's someone, maybe there was a clash. Maybe something happened with this business. And it wasn't them. It was, they just happened to work there and something maybe went wrong. And they tried, they were still like the only sane, like the calm in the storm, the same person that tried to fix everything or whatever, make everything go okay. Sword energy, so that's an air sign, but I really feel strongly it's Pentacles in this one. So I feel like both of you are going to be pretty gun shy. I think this is you may have known this person for, if it's someone that is in your work environment, it's maybe someone you've known for years. Maybe you didn't think they're available, or didn't know if they're available, or never in your dreams would think that they'd be interested in you, because they're nice and good to work with and warm and friendly, but again, this introversion, I don't feel like it's someone that tells all their business at work. I think they tend to go to work and do their job, and they try to work to keep it separate from their personal life, and that somehow you will fall into working with them again, maybe on a project, and that's where the environment will present itself, where you can get to know them better. But this is someone that I just think you'd be like, holy crap, like I didn't even really think about it too much, because I never thought that someone of that stature or that whatever, or they're just there's just something a little bit elusive about them, it doesn't stem from any sort of ego. It's more of an earthy, grounded, and a respect for privacy, and again, liking to keep that separate. But I think once you do get in a situation where you're able to talk to this person more on a regular basis, and a level of trust and comfort builds, I think there's going to be a really deep, solid, grounded connection between you two. All right, let's move on to group number 3. And that is this one, the Moonstone, the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. I love this Moonstone. I think I got this in Rockport, Mass. Whoops. I just saw the Ace of Wands. So that's the big dick energy, I call it. Because it's a giant phallic symbol. It really is. So this is like, I'm already seeing someone that you're going to be very, and don't get hung up on the physical characteristics of what I just said. This is it means someone that there's going to be a very, very strong sexual attraction with this person between the both of you. Like you, yeah. Like you guys, you just are like very, very attracted to each other. It's one of those, but let's see what the cards say. So you either don't think this person is, you're getting a bonus card as well. Either you think they're so attractive, even though you're attractive. So it's nothing to do with you. This is just, it has to do with you in the sense that our egos um, are just our own worst critics. So you on some level think, okay, this person is too attractive and dynamic and interesting and successful and whatever other crap you're telling yourself, that they wouldn't want someone like me. So I think you're being a little bit oblivious to the fact that this person could be into you. What's on the bottom? Yes, definitely that Wands energy. So this could be a Leo, Sag, or Aries. Definitely could be a boss, a leader, someone who's really passionate and enthusiastic, someone who like runs or works out, is in good shape, or has something, a hobby, something, they're really into things. Like they're very um excuse me. Yeah, just dynamic and funny and extroverted and um, fun to be around. Talks to everyone, and that's where it can be confusing because you're like, well, they're like that with everyone. They flirt with everyone on some level, not inappropriately, but they're just um, popular. I guess would be like if we were younger and it was in high school, you'd be like, okay, that's one of the popular kids. Um, the Queen of Cups, but there's this really gentle, sensitive, warm, and caring side to this person at all, as well, at all. I don't know what I was even meaning to say. As well, I think is what I meant to say. Um, there is a gentler side, and that probably comes out in why that makes them so attractive. And then don't, whatever gender, don't, these are energies, so don't get caught up on the king and the queen. Um, yeah, it's someone though who makes it, they make a connection. It's not just superficial. Like they make a connection with people, and that's what's really draws people to them. Is that you feel comfortable with them, and like you know them on a little bit deeper level than that superficial. How are you? Did you have a good week? Great. And you go back to your desks and go to work. I don't know why I'm thinking. Excuse me, I just said that why it's someone at work. It doesn't have to be someone at work. Um, but maybe it is for some of you because I just said that. The world, so that's interesting. This came up in for the first group. This could be someone that maybe you worked with in the past. You met through work. So meeting someone through work, when readers say that, we often mean it doesn't necessarily have to be at your job, but it could be on the way to work. You stop at this place and this person works there or owns it, or you have to use this business, you interact with this business from your own work. It's someone who, I mean, who knows what, depending on what your business is. So it could be someone, but it's someone that you interacted with previously. It could be someone you went to school with, someone you knew from the past that's coming back around. This is someone you don't think is thinking about you. So this is not someone you've ever had a relationship with. This knowing them before, this having a romantic relationship, or them thinking about you. So it's probably someone though that's come back into your life recently. You saw and you maybe haven't seen in a while, and you're getting reacquainted that way. And they've been ever since they saw you again, they've been thinking about you. Competition. So this is potentially someone who does sports. Maybe if you're a runner, you'll see I know we're not out running right now, but you'll see them out at some sort of competition or doing sports or doing something. Yeah, so it could be that you reconnect with them in some sort of sporting type outing, some sort of activity. That's what I'm trying to say. Activity, Jen. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm just getting, I mean, it's going to be different for everyone. I'm just getting these different possibilities. What's this one? Oh, and a King of Pentacles. So an earth sign, someone who probably owns their own house or land, someone who may have to do with finance, housing. This came up for the first group. Landscaping, like anything to do with a house, anything to do with money, anything to do with loan, anything to do with health and fitness, crafts, tangible things. So definitely someone you meet in your everyday life, the everyday activity. I mean, that's stupid. That's sort of everyone, but it's going to be, yeah, like I said before, your routine, your where you go to work out, where you go to run, where you go to eat frequently, someplace you frequent that's like part of your normal routine. They're there. And yeah, and it's someone that you're going to think about and be like, oh no, they wouldn't think about me. They're too whatever. You just assume they have someone or they have someone. And I think of what's with this person, it's a lot of people assume, I think they're very humble, and I don't think they have any idea how dynamic and attractive they are to other people. And on some level, they're a bit shy, actually. And I think everyone sort of thinks that, oh, everyone loves them. They wouldn't want me there. And so they're actually on some level quite lonely because of that. And because maybe people always treat them, friend zone them, because they just assume they would be friend zoned by them. And so it's someone where you're like, that person really wants me? Like, I don't know. See what, I hope I'm explaining that okay. Yeah, so it's like you have to find out a way to, I think I almost think you're going to have to make the first move somehow. Um, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. I don't want to say something but somehow um, you're going to have to put out the vibe or something about being available and or finding a way to do something. It could be through one of these activities, whether um, uh, that you could somehow, yeah, I come here. You know, if it's someone you feel safe with, you know enough. Yeah, I usually come here on Saturdays at this time. If you ever want to hike or whatever, and see if they show up. So thank you so much. I hope everyone's having fun. Someone is thinking about you during this quarantine, just like you're thinking about other people. Take care. Bye.